We start by traversing the granite cave to get to Steven's room, deliver his letter, and grab an encounter, which is a Ralts who can teleport. This run has just been risky encounter after risky encounter, though we managed to just throw a great ball and catch it before it has the opportunity to disappear forever. Pretty quickly, I do make a mistake though, and it leads to our first Pokemon death. While making my way to Sleetport, we accidentally run into a double battle when the plan was to challenge each individually. Their Pokemon aren't exactly the best of the best, mostly kind of mediocre to be honest. So I underestimate them. I know, rookie mistake. And thanks to a double up from a Jigglypuff and a Krabby, we lose Dress. Rest in peace. A battle I know not to underestimate though, is the double Aquagrunts, who come challenging us when we try to drop off the Devon goods, as they don't let us heal between them, so we really have to be on guard. We lead Scrunchies to Giga Drain one-shot the shelter. Next in is Lombre, so we send in Jacket to Sludge Bomb it. 25 comes out into the Body Slam, gets paralyzed, but eats its berry to cure it. Bullet Seed just misses the KO, but another Body Slam doesn't paralyze, so we can finish him off next turn. We send out Cap to take an Aerial Ace against the Vigoroth. It tries to heal itself, despite being at full HP, allowing us to get a free Rock Tomb to do around a third. Next we Water Pulse, getting a Confusion, which Vigoroth breaks through to surface down to a little above half. I try to Mega Drain and get some HP back, but that ends up being a mistake as it decides to heal itself. As long as it can heal, I can't win, as my strongest attack doesn't do half, so I just keep Mega Draining to try and heal myself up and run Slack off out of PP. An opportunity does soon present itself though. The Vigoroth hits itself in confusion. I get off 2 Rock Tombs thinking it can take the KO, but Vigoroth survives in the low red. Still, it only has so many heals left, and we keep the pressure on until it runs out of PP and uses Surf instead, letting us finally take the KO with a Mega Drain. Out comes Grimer, who is a 2-shot with the super effective Mud Shot, though Cap is left heavily damaged. 25 switches into a Shockwave, and Bullet Seeds for the 1-shot, beating the first grunt. Moving on to the second, we don't take any risks against the Wynaut, poisoning it and not dealing any physical or special damage that it can just throw right back at us. Smoochum is out next, and unfortunately when we bring in Turtleneck, we're met with a crit. A flinch from our first bite more than makes up for it though, and another flinch from the second is just the icing on the cake. With a final bite, Smoochum is down and out comes Chinchou. Scrunchies is still healthy, so she comes out to get off a Giga Drain, doing over half, but is paralyzed in return. Next we take a Shockwave, break through paralysis and take the KO. Out comes Dratini, who can do 2 things, paralyze or exactly 40 damage. Thankfully we trained Earrings up to take 3 hits and take out the Dratini in only 2. Wailord can explode at any time though, so I don't feel safe switching. I just decide to keep using Charm with Earrings and try to avoid a crit when she does eventually go boom. Which we do. I send out Turtleneck against the Clamperl, and it doesn't take a Muddy Water very well, and also her accuracy drops. I try sending in Scrunchies and she also has her accuracy dropped. I don't really have a safe switch at this point though, and I feel Scrunchies is the most expendable member of the team, so I leave her in to be sacrificed so I can safely send out another of my team members. I click Giga Drain expecting to die, but Clamperl rests? I do miss thanks to my shaky accuracy though. So again, I go to sacrifice Scrunchies, and Clamperl rain dances, and I actually get off an attack, bringing Clamperl to the red. So I Giga Drain again, and Clamperl rests, this time healing itself, but allowing me to 2-shot it as it snoozes. No idea why the AI let Scrunchies live, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. This allows us to make our way to Moorville, where we have a deluge of new encounters, starting with an Alakid, then moving on to the age-old question, can we get a Volt Absorb Lantern? I grab the Great Rod and start fishing in Route 118, where we do get the 60% Chinchou encounter, and I use Thunder Punch, and while Chinchou's Volt Absorb makes it useless, Yes, our first Volt Absorb Lantern. This also gives us an opportunity to catch other Pokemon in Slateport and Route 110, where I would normally try again for a Volt Absorb Chinchou. I decide to go for a grass encounter in Route 110, and we're met with a Togetic. Rather than Old Rod and Slateport, I decide to Good Rod, which nabs us a Mantine. None are particularly useful for the electric gym, but it's cool having access to all new Pokemon. We also make our way to Verdant Turf Town, talking to Wally and his family and grabbing Rock Smash from the Rock Smash guy. But somehow I completely forget to grab my encounter here, though I do get Ulamise from the adjacent route, 117. Not sure how I managed to skip the Verdant Turf encounter. I don't remember it being intentional. But anyway, we head to our first VA Lantern Moorville Gym battle. We lead Sunflora vs Jolteon, and I set up a single growth in order for Giga Drain to get the 2-shot. He paralyzes us, but we eat our berry, and for some reason, instead of trying again, Jolteon moves straight into attacking, which works really well for us as we just heal off the damage. Next in is Lantern, and he decides to finish what Jolteon started and paralyzes us. And straight away we're met with a full para. We try another Giga Drain, and this time we push through, getting him down to the red, and healing off all the Ice Beam damage in the process. I then switch into my own Lantern to finish the job. Ampharos comes in, and I decide to get off a Confuse Ray as he paralyzes us and our berry heals us. Skirt comes in, and I was sure Synchronize activates before the berry, meaning Ampharos should have been paralyzed when it used Thunder Wave on us, but it's not. Assuming he's going to go for another Thunder Wave next turn, I decide to stay in to pass on the special condition and Psybeam him. But Confusion kicks in and he hits himself. So I go for another Psybeam and Confusion kicks in and he hits himself again. One more attack and he's down. Nice. This battle is going even better than I planned. Having Gardevoir out does change the order I expected to face Wattson's Pokemon though. So when he sends out Manectric, I pivot to Scarf to get a safe switch into Helmet. We exchange special conditions, with him paralyzing me and me confusing him, though he snaps out of it straight away thanks to the Lumberry. He gets off a Crunch as we once again confuse. I switch to Socks, expecting another Crunch, but Manectric decides to use the not very effective against Helmet Flamethrower. Thankfully we avoid the burn though, and Manectric hits itself in confusion, allowing us to safely get the dig to finish him off next turn. Out comes Raichu, and it can surf, so it's not safe for Socks. In comes Cape, and we both exchange Thunder Waves, heal the paralysis, then Thunder Wave again, leaving us both paralyzed. After some switching, we get 25 in safely to start whittling down Raichu's HP, though straight away we're met with a full paralysis. And though I calced Magical Leaf as a guaranteed 3-shot, I think I must have input something wrong, as it looks like it's not quite doing enough. I send out Scarf to attack, but once again, we're fully parried and he's not. I'm super scared I'm just throwing the run at this point. I send in my full HP Skirt, taking a Body Slam without being paralyzed. This allows us to get off a Psybeam for the KO. Next out is Electabuzz, and I luckily get a crit to one-shot it and win the battle. Our first Wattson win, and it definitely didn't go as I expected. And we didn't even use Volt Absorb. But hey, we're through. I have access to new encounters, appropriately both fire types, as in the next part we'll be attempting to make our way up to the fire gym. See you then!